The Kremlin, the centre of Russia's political power and venue of Friday's World Cup draw. Perhaps no coincidence, next year's tournament isn't just about football for this country, but a political statement too.
There was definitely an element of politics and asserting Russia's position as a global player. Politically and footballingly, things have changed a lot. I almost get the impression now that people just want to get the job done.
So this is where Friday's draw will take place. 32 teams in 4 pots that will be drawn into 8 groups, a ceremony that organisers hope will put the football back centre stage and build on what was seen as a successful Confederations Cup earlier this year.
Many people still do not believe that these tournaments are happening in Russia in a positive way. They cannot fully believe that this is history happening right in front of their eyes. It's a big feeling.
But the problem for Sorokin and his team, a lot has happened since Russia was awarded this World Cup back in 2010.
2018 FIFA World Cup, ladies and gentlemen, will be organised in Russia.
We've learned that the voting process maybe wasn't all that it seemed to be at the time. Of the 22 members of the FIFA Executive Committee that voted in that controversial double vote for next year's World Cup and 2022 at the same time, over half have either been banned from football, suspended, or are under investigation for corruption. Vitaly Mutko, Russia's World Cup chief and now Deputy Prime Minister, was part of the voting process and one of the senior Russian officials named in the McLaren report, which gave evidence of state-sponsored doping in Russian sport. Russia continues to deny it was a system that started at the top. But it led to the suspension of Russia's anti-doping agency based here in Moscow and called into question the integrity of 1,000 Russian athletes, including the entire 2014 World Cup squad. And it put into doubt Russia's participation at February's Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang.
Obviously this World Cup is designed to show Russia off as an open, accessible country that's also pretty proficient on a sporting level, also clean and honest. And I think as long as that cloud remains over other sports, I think by implication every sport is involved.
There's no doubt the view of Russia from a sporting perspective has been damaged by the events of the last 7 years. Friday's draw certainly won't lift the cloud hanging over it entirely, but may at least be a step in the right direction before the action kicks off at the Luzhniki in June. Amanda Davis, CNN, Moscow.